What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense takes the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
It's complete to the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So California's offense has the ball for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Brown will throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Golden Bears are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their 2nd drive.
They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Hunt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
The handoff to Johnson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Brown will throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He'll run for it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bear! Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes a man miss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Minnesota has been perfect in bowl games under P.J. Fleck. Now the challenge, row that boat into deeper postseason waters.
But this is a guy who's very tenured in an era of college football where there's so much turmoil and turnover at the head coaching spot. Minnesota has found their guy in consistency. I think he's a guy who motivates this team extremely well, Dave, and because of that each and every year, this has got to be a program you keep your eye on.
Always, and they're always a team that's knocking on the door of beating some of these better teams that are playing for national titles or playing to get in the college football playoff. Just consistency, defense, toughness, always have a running game. Don't beat themselves. That's what you expect from Minnesota football teams.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
He's loose, and he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The play-action fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Brown wants to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This one's complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Coleman. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to prep.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Brown will throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect him.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brown will throw it. Punts it out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Bears line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
and sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On the move and looking deep. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Trying to barrel in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Golden Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley.
And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Brown will throw it. He's got him. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Brown wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Good, solid tackle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the ball comes to rest right there. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Golden Gophers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the quick game. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Still on his feet at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Off-play action on 1st down. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. He caught it. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And that one will give them the lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Brown wants to pass. A little screen to the running back. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, a lot of space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a...
Touchdown, Cal! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And we are all tied up here in the 4th.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch.
And really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The UConn offense and defense have complemented themselves very nicely today, and this fan base always travels well. All of those factors could equal a big-time road win.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Under fire.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick release by the QB. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
Just feeds the running back. He breaks a tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, quick throw, getting it out of the quarterback's hands fast. You can't take a sack, obviously, at this point of the game, and you're just trying to matriculate it as quickly as possible down the field to get into field goal range to try and give your team a chance to win.
Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. I mean, you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's going. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Just a short pass to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Brown wants to pass. Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They've got a little work in front of them here on 3rd down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Almost intercepted, and that would have won the game, but now they need one more stop to seal it. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. No problem at all as he knocks it through and we'll go to another overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Golden Bears are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They're going back to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He makes a grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. It's gone! A walk-off field goal, and he gets it done in OT.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by a field goal, and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning on the Jets. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that